In a small village called Umalansulu, there lived a girl named Choma. From the day Choma was born, life was hard for her. Her mother Ifoma died just 5 minutes after giving birth to her. Her father, Michael, ran away from the village. When he heard the news, nobody knows where he went. Some people said he died in the city. Others said he just did not care. So little Choma was left alone in this world. Her grandmother, Rejoice, took her in. But Rejoice was old and tired. She used to say, "Ha, this Choma, I only took you because I have no choice. Your mother died and your father disappeared. Who will love you now?" From morning to night, Choma worked like a house girl. She swept the compound, she fetched water from the far river, she cooked the food, but when it was time to eat, she sat in a corner watching others eat first. If she made a mistake, Rejoice would shout, "Choma, who even asked you to be born in the first place?" In the village school, the others' children laughed at her. Destiny, her classmates, always mocked her. "Look at Choma, the girl that nobody loves. Your mother died because of you. Your father ran away because of you." Choma would go home, sit under a mango tree, cry and cry. Sometimes she whispered to herself, "Why did I come to this world if nobody wants me?" At night, she talked to the moon as if it was her friend. She said, "Dear moon, you see me, right? At least you don't hurt me." One day, something strange happened. A man called Jude came to the village from the city. He wore fine clothes, his shoes were shiny, and his voice was calm. He came to do a charity work in the village. When he saw Choma sitting alone beside the river, he asked, "My daughter, why are you crying?" Choma looked at him, tears in her eyes, and said, "Because I'm the girl who was never loved." Jude was silent for a moment. Then he said something that changed her life forever. "Do you know who I am?" "No, sir," Choma replied. "I'm Michael's brother. Your father is my brother." Choma's heart started beating fast. Her lips were shaking. "Where is my father?" she asked. Jude closed his eyes slowly and said, "Your father died in the city, but before he died, he told me to come and find you. He told me to love you like my own daughter." Choma's tears dropped like heavy rain. This was the first time anyone said they wanted to love her. Before I continue, let me ask you, if you were Choma, how would you? Jude took Choma to the city for the first time in her life. She slept in a soft bed. She ate food until her stomach was full. She wore new clothes. Her hair was nice and her skin started shining. People could not believe it when they saw her picture on Facebook and Instagram. Choma, the girl who was never loved, had become a princess in the city. But something happened that shocked everybody in Umalansulu village. After 5 years, Choma came back to the village with Uncle Jude. She built a free school for poor children. She built a hospital for sick people. She gave food to the widows and clothes to the orphanage. Rejoice, her grandmother, was now sick and weak. When Choma visited her, Rejoice cried and said, "My daughter, forgive me. I treated you bad, but you were small." Choma smiled. "Mama, don't worry. I have forgiven you. You see, love is something you give, even to those who never give it to you." From that day, the village learning something powerful. Never write off anyone because the person you rejected today might be the person you need tomorrow. Choma's name became a song in the village. They called her Choma Nwa Chineke, the child of God, the girl who was never loved but become very loved herself. After Choma forgave Rejoice, her grandmother, something strange happened in the village. People who used to gossip about her, people like Destiny, who mocked her in school, and people like Rejoice, her grandmother, who treated her badly, all of them started coming to Choma's house asking for help. At first, the villagers thought Choma would pay them back with wickedness. They whispered, now that she had money and power, she will show us pepper. But Choma surprised everyone. She told stories. When I was small, nobody loved me. But look at me now. I don't want to be like you. I want to be different. I will choose love over hate. She gave Destiny a job in her school as a teacher. She paid for the Rejoice hospital bills until the old man got better. She sent food to the widows every Saturday. Even when Jude, her uncle, asked her privately, Choma, why are you still helping people who treated you like nothing? Choma smiled and said, Uncle, life is not about revenge. Life is about making the world better than we meet it. As time passed, Choma became a mother to many children who had no parents. She built Destiny Home for Orphanage, a place where no child would ever say, nobody loves me. At night, Choma still sits under a mango tree sometimes, but now she no longer cried. She looked at the moon and whispered, thank you for listening to me when nobody else did. The wind blew softly and the leaves would dance as if the world would finally say back to her, Choma, you are loved. When Choma beat the school and hospital, Umanansuno village, news spread like wildfire. Every corner of the village talked about it. At the palm wine joint, old men sit under a irogo tree. One of them, Eze, shook his head and said, do you remember Shoma, that small girl we all ignored? Look at her today. Another man, Okoro, added, life is strange. The one we punish away come back to build for us. Even the woman at the village square talked about it as their washed clothes. Ifi, a woman who used to gossip about Shoma when she was small, said, when Choma was born, we all said she was a child of bad luck. But now I see she was the blessing we never knew. Destiny, Choma's childhood classmate who once mocked her, could not sleep at night. He remembered the days he used to point at Choma and laughed. You, the girl nobody loves, your mother dead because of you, your father run away because of you. Now, each time he saw Choma on TV, opening schools and helping children, Destiny felt pain in his chest. One day, Destiny went to Choma's house, holding his hat in his hand, his head bowed. Choma, I'm sorry, he whispered. Choma smiled and said, Destiny, let the past go. Sit down, eat something. You are my brother now. She gave him a job at her school to teach the children. Destiny cried that day, not because of hunger, but because of shame and joy mixed together. Choma's grandmother, Rejoice, was now very old. Her hand is very weak when she tried to eat. One evening, Choma visited her in the small mud house where she lay on a bamboo bed. Mama looked at Choma with weak eyes and said, my daughter, I don't deserve your kindness. When you were small, I cried and I called you names. I told you that you were a mistake. Choma held her grandma's hand, her voice soft like the evening breeze. Mama, love is not something you aim, it is something you give. Rejoice tear rolled down her winking checks. Choma paid for her grandma's medicine, built a small new house